Here's LaPointe back to J.C. Tremblay, back to LaPointe. LaPointe winds up with a shot. Wide. Cournoyer trying to trap it. Cournoyer back for Beliveau. To J.C. Tremblay into the corner to Cournoyer. Cournoyer right to Beliveau, right in front. Cournoyer getting set a shot. Beliveau upended. And now back on the ice comes McKenzie. Here's McKenzie breaking in. Trying to get in there in front. And he and Guy Lapointe go to the ice heavily. And McKenzie is complaining bitterly to referee Ashley. Frank Mahovlich with Beliveau. Mahovlich for Beliveau. And Dallas Smith got back there neatly. LaPerriere ahead to Cournoyer. And he wrapped that one off Dallas Smith's leg. Carlton back at center for Boston, trailing his oar. Over the line. Here's Eddie Westfall. Clearing it in front. And LaPerriere with Peter Mahovlich, who takes it on the left side. Mahovlich takes the shot. Back it goes. Westfall clearing it on the right side. Down on the line with Sanderson, the shot, and he ripped that one off the glass after hitting Savard. Now Dallas Smith keeping it in there to Westfall. Over it goes to Carlton, back to Westfall, the shot, and he hit LaPerriere. LaPerriere takes Sanderson in on the boards. Mahovlich and Cournoyer moving in. And Dick, that's the stuff to feed the troops.
This is Hockey Night in Canada from the Forum in Montreal.
Well, there was great action there for a couple of minutes. Anderson knocking it out over the line. Dallas Smith for Orr. He tipped it across the line. Westfall was raped by LaPerriere. Now LaRose on the right wing, and Carlson slashes it to the other side. Westfall bumping with Lemaire. Lemaire out over the line. LaRose comes to the far right wing. Lemaire near the corner. Back for Richard. He centered it. LaRose going into the other corner. Now it goes to Lemaire trying to get in front. Over to Richard. A shot. And Bobby Orr slid in front of that. Orr clearing it off the glass. Carlton stopped at the point by Savard. In for LaRose. LaRose trying to get in front. And he and Orr go to the ice. Westfall from the corner. Laying it to the line and out. LaPerriere bounces it in offside. 7:02 left in the second period. Face off at the Bruins blue line. Peter Mahovlich against Esposito. Cashman plays it to Green. Horry, after taking the pass, rushes to center. In it goes to Canadian territory, and Tremblay turns to get away from Cashman. Now Tremblay ahead to Mahovlich, gathering speed through center. Roberto on the right side, into the corner. After him was Don Orey. Hodge bumped by Roberto, and Green chases it to the other side. Now Cashman, and it eludes everybody. And Guy Lapointe with it at center, backhands it in. 6:23 left in the second period. Esposito, he just missed Hodge with it. It will be icing called against Boston right there.
Checking the out-of-town scores in Vancouver. The Canucks now lead Pittsburgh 2-1. Scoring in that game for Vancouver, Gary Doak and Ed had 2, while Greg Polis has scored for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Toronto now leading Los Angeles 5-1.
Mahovlich working it against the boards, centering it. Cashman feeding it off to Esposito. Esposito down to the Montreal line, still has it, trying to clear it in, and Guy Lapointe knocks it into the center ice area. Don Orey over to Green. Green shooting it ahead for Hodge. Tremblay just fires it back to center, and Green rolls it back in. J.C. Tremblay trying to get away from Cashman, cleared it ahead to Ferguson on the right side. Roberto chasing it. Don Orey clearing it back out over the line, and Esposito now starting away for the Bruins. Tipped it ahead to Cashman. Canadians have 4 players around the blue line. Cashman ran into Roberto, and it was Roberto who went down. J.C. Tremblay tried to set up Peter Mahovlich. Now Hodge tied up by Ferguson. Canadians checking the Bruins very closely. And Esposito dumped it into Meir. Tremblay working his way out. Ferguson is up on the line, but the pass goes to Beliveau. Beliveau's over the line. Back to Ferguson. He shoots it right on. Eddie Johnson taking that one off his chest and making the save.
The Canadians haven't been getting that many shots right through to Ed Johnston here in this second period. This time Ferguson does. Partially screened. I think Johnson didn't see it until it hit him. And he covered up on the rebound. In Toronto, the lead's leading now 6-1. Fourth, fifth, and sixth goals by McMillan, Ullman, and Ellis.
Lining up for the face-off. Cournoyer going in, a pass too far for Frank Mahovely. Back to Cournoyer, a shot, and Orr got in front of it. Busick turning from the corner, out over the line. Stanfield and McKenzie with him. Busick is over the line and lost it. And a crowd of 18,804, the biggest crowd ever to see the Canadians play in this rink. The juniors have the record of 18,838. There's a long shot to Eddie Johnston and Bobby Orr. Coming out, passes it to Stanfield. Stanfield, a lead pass, in over the line, Busick going in, called on the offside, and the Bruins upset on that. And Tom Johnson stepped up on the bench behind his players. LaPerriere playing it for Cournoyer. Montreal 2, Boston 1. Back it goes to LaPerriere. Shooting it in, and McKenzie dashes in there to pick it up for the Bruins. Almost lost it, and Orr comes up with it. Here's Orr. Out over the line. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie flicking it ahead. Ballaball failed to clear it. Now he goes to the corner for it. Ballaball, a long lead pass, and Mahovlich couldn't get his stick on it. Comes right in front, and finally when Orr touches it, the whistle for ice. Complete change. Sanderson is on. Carlton and Westfall on the wings. Back to Orr. Orr takes a shot right on, and Stillmere had to cover up quickly with Sanderson right in on top of him. Dick, I started to talk about Sanderson's mustache. Remember Bush and who else in the National Hockey League way back when?
And Andy Blair in the 30s for Toronto was another.
Richard clearing it out for LaRose. Lemaire has it. Lemaire across the line, watched by Orr. Collected to the boards, and Richard bounces in on the right side, cleared it in front, and that's Orr again with it. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the period. Orr to Sanderson, out on the wing it goes. Westfall has it, back to Sanderson. Sanderson going in there, passing it. Carlton just failed to catch up with it. Nice passing there among Sanderson, Westfall, and then to Carlton. Here's Richard on the backhand. There is it, right in front. Johnston didn't see it, and then at the last split second he cleared it. Sanderson down on the left side to Carlton. Carlton clearing it to the corner. Westfall going in. He's bumped heavily there by Guy Lapointe. Westfall clearing it for Sanderson. He was upended by Richard. Sanderson talking to the referee. Now J.C. Tremblay to Lemaire. Ahead to Richard. Richard over the line. He drops it back. Lemaire back in for Richard, and he overskated it. Orr. 2-1. Montreal in front. Dallas Smith to Esposito. Down with Cashman. Esposito working in there. Getting set to center it. Blocked nicely by Tremblay, who was bumped by Cashman. LaRose clearing it to center. Don Orey feeding it back in there. Tremblay just clears it out. Canadians, particularly in the last 7 or 8 minutes in this period, have been content when the opportunity presents itself to just clear it out over the line. They have the 1-goal lead. But as everybody knows, this Boston team has that awesome power, great explosive power. Now Orr trying to get away, gives it to Esposito. Mahovlich, Ferguson, and Roberto forechecking for Montreal. Here's Orr. Fakes a pass, then he gives it to Esposito. Esposito clearing it across the line. Now Canadians with Ferguson and Roberto. Ferguson going to the line. Knocked off his stick. He's going in against Green. They fight for it on the board. And with 1:17 left in this second period, the face-off to the left of Eddie Johnston. Talking about the attendance, we have exactly 20 more people here for this game tonight than we had on December the 5th, the game between these two teams. Here's Peter Mahovlich working now at the side of the net, trying to get in front of this puck.
Take a 3-1 lead as Big Pete Mahovlich does a great job off the faceoff. It goes to the boards, and he pulls away from Phil Esposito. And then Don Ori fell down. That gave him a chance to get to the corner as Green also fell down. And Roberto wasted no time in whipping it into the open net. That's his first National Hockey League goal.
Avec du numéro 20, Pete Mahovlich, à 18 minutes 50 secondes. Canadians goal scored by number 17, Phil Roberto, assisted by number 20, Pete Mahovlich, at 18 minutes 50 seconds. Dernière minute de jeu de la deuxième période. Last minute of play in the second period.
55 seconds to be exact remaining in this period. That last scoring play, Roberto from Peter Mahovlich at 18:50. Young Phil Roberto. You know, Dick, he's respected even though he's a rookie. I remember last year in Boston, the last game, a Sunday afternoon game. It was a rugged affair, and he was perhaps the best bodybuilder on the ice for Montreal. He likes the going when it's rough, and that's why you see him playing against Boston quite often. Green takes the long shot. Harper from the corner. Now the pass, Beliveau knocking it into the center ice area. Don Ori feeds it back in, and there are now 35 seconds left. Perrier to Cournoyer. Up for Mahovlich, and that's offside.
Jerry Unger scored for Detroit to make it 3-2, Philadelphia leading that game. Sharon and Collins, two of the three players involved in the trade this week going to Detroit, getting the assist. Sharon scored earlier. Mickey Redmond, the third player, was injured Thursday night as he debuted with the Red Wings. Sprained ankle, he's out indefinitely.
There's Harper at his own line. Stanfield checking him. Harper staying with it and hands it off to LaPerriere. LaPerriere shooting it in. And the Bruins will have to hustle if they want to fire any shots on Mir in this period, for the rest of this period. 7 seconds remaining. It slides into the Canadian zone. Beliveau back after it. McKenzie watching him. 1 second, and now the period has ended. Montreal 3, Boston 1.
Shots on goal in the second period by the Bruins 13, by the Canadians 10. From the Forum in Montreal, Hockey Night in Canada.
Esposito goes to center. Hodge on the right side. Cashman over on the left wing. And for Montreal, Peter Mahovlich, Ferguson on the left wing, and Roberto over on the right side. Harper on defense with LaPerriere for Montreal. It's Dallas Smith and Bobby Orr for Boston. The Bruins cleared into the Canadian zone, moved in there. Ferguson tying up Cashman. They fight for it. Cashman falls, stays with it, and Ferguson swept it over on the wing to Roberto. Roberto at center, scooping it in there. It comes to this side. At the point, Mahovlich can't pick it up, but Hodge gets it back to Orr. Orr at center, going slowly at the line. Offside is Dallas Smith over on the left wing.
In Toronto, that seventh leaf goal, Pelech from Bonn and Keon at 18:30 in the second period. 7-1, Toronto over Los Angeles.
In the face-off, Smith hands it off to Orr. Orr gets it up high in the air off the stick of LaPerriere, and that's the reason why they stopped the play with the stick above the shoulder, LaPerriere making the contact. Tom Johnson does not look happy, but he hasn't had many occasions this year when he could be justifiably unhappy, because this Bruin team has been a hot hockey club. They have lost but 7 games. LaPerriere for Montreal. Wink wide pass off Roberto's stick, high in the air. He gloved it, and he gloved it to Harper. So it's starting off rather slowly here during the first 54 seconds in the third period.
I don't know if hockey players let such things bother them, but the Canadians have been in the habit this past week of losing leads. 2-0 over Philadelphia Sunday, and they lost. 3-0 over Minnesota on Thursday night, and that game ended in a tie.
Dallas Smith, a right wing pass. LaPerriere clearing it to center. Orr Waiting for his players to get into position, hands it out to Dallas Smith, in on the line, cleared it to the corner. Cashman going after Roberto. They fight for it on the boards. We may get a whistle here. We do.
This game is coming to you from the Forum in Montreal.
Don Orey and Ted Green moving up on the points for the Bruins from the faceoff. Player Johnny Busey gave it before that puck was dropped. So Armstrong, the linesman, will have to execute. That's Shore again. Now it's back to McKenzie. McKenzie trying to work it in front. Still has it. Lost it on the boards to Guy Lapointe. Back it comes to Ted Green. There's the shot off the stick, and J.C. Tremblay for Montreal. Out he comes. A lead pass for Frank Mahovlich. Mahovlich shooting it off the boards. Beliveau, Cournoyer, and Frank Mahovlich on for Montreal. There's a lead pass. McKenzie to Stanfield. Stanfield playing it in there, and Guy Lapointe knocked it to Cournoyer. Canadians slapping it down the ice, and Green turning at his line. Gets the pass to Don Orey. Orey trying to get organized up on the left side. Still has it. Chopped it toward the corner, and it's Guy Lapointe with it. Lapointe out for Beliveau. He almost was able to headman that puck to Cournoyer, but Don Orey stopped it. Here's Frank Mahovlich. Checked by Busey. Don Orey clearing it on the right side. McKenzie flicked it back. Out to the other side. Cournoyer playing it to Mahovlich. There it goes for Guy Lapointe. The Bruins with Stanfield over to Busey. Busey is across the line. Guy Lapointe after him, ties him up. Busey centered it, and McKenzie couldn't get it. Busey back to Stanfield. It goes to Don Orey. A shot off the leg. Stanfield picking it up for Boston. Clearing it in. And Guy Lapointe knocked it away from Busey. Cournoyer out over the line. Mahovlich and Beliveau up on the line with him. Offside. Two minutes, 48 seconds have been played in the third period. Montreal 3, Boston 1. Sanderson, who has played a fine game for Boston tonight, got the draw to Orr to Dallas Smith. Back it comes. Sanderson after it. Sanderson clearing it ahead. LaPerriere with it. Turning with pocket. Richard, who takes the pass. Richard going in on that right side. Dallas Smith after him. Richard lost his balance. In there goes Orr. Orr playing it on the board. Having his trouble against LaRose. Richard left it. Now Orr has it to Dallas Smith. Sanderson goes to the far left side. Sanderson has it. Passed it across the crease. Racing in Orr, trying to keep it in. He does. Here's Orr around the net, trying to get in front. Orr shoots it, and he hit beside the net. And there's going to be a penalty against Montreal. He looked at LaRose and LaPerriere. It'll be holding.
From the Forum in Montreal, hockey night in Canada. Jacques LaPerriere for holding, and what do you do with Bobby Orr when he's off in one of his flying rushes? That's what LaPerriere did. He's in the penalty box.
Esposito, McKenzie, Busey, Stanfield, and Orr. A pass for Orr, deflected by Savard. Now Orr cruising back into his own zone, getting organized with McKenzie, Esposito, and Stanfield. Busey remains up along the left wing. Now Orr gives it to Esposito. Esposito to McKenzie. McKenzie, a pass intercepted by Rochefort. Rochefort coming to center, runs into McKenzie, and Busey has it. Busey clearing it to the boards. Orr to Stanfield. Stanfield faked the pass, keeps it, now to Orr. He lost it, and Savard rolls it back into Boston territory. Rochefort skating after it, and Stanfield beats him to the puck. Minute and 15 seconds remaining in the penalty. Stanfield. Bruins coming out slowly. Now Stanfield goes to the line, drops it to the point to McKenzie. Busey feeding it to Orr. Orr working his way in there. Busey trying to center it. And Rochefort comes up with it. Rochefort getting away from Esposito. Twisting and turning. Lays it to Tremblay, ahead to Savard. Savard, who has scored a goal while the Canadians are shorthanded. There he takes the shot, blocked by Orr. Orr Coming back, a right wing pass to McKenzie. McKenzie into the corner, shoots it. It's to the other point. There's Stanfield with it into the corner to Busick off his stick. McKenzie centering it in front. Esposito tried to get it, and Phil Neer had to cover up.
Here we see it on the replay as Phil Esposito tries to jam that rebound underneath Phil Neer right here, but he really didn't get a good shot away, and Guy Lapointe had him tied up in front of the net. The reaction you hear from the crowd is directed toward Johnny McKenzie, who now goes to the Boston players' bench.
25 seconds remaining in the penalty. Or at the point off the boards to Hodge. Here's Hodge shooting it. And Guy Lapointe sends it down the ice. And now there are 13 seconds left. Stanfield leading the attack. Busick trailing. Into the corner it goes. Esposito against Guy Lapointe, and Boston call for the icing. 1 second left in the penalty.
And a pretty young Boston supporter in the crowd. Danny mentioned several people from Boston. There's Phil Esposito, who has that tremendous scoring start. And, you know, one of the things that's of interest, will Esposito be the first man since Rocket Richard to score 50 goals in 50 games? He has 41 after 42 games. The year that the Rocket got to 50 and 50, he had 45 goals after 42 games.
So if the penalty, for all intents and purposes, over, 1 second remaining, Montreal did a fine job killing off the Boston power play. No need of our telling you how powerful that power play is. So LaPerriere has served his penalty. Stanfield to Westfall. Green overskated it. Richard picks it up. Goes in on the right side. Richard losing it. Sanderson clearing it out and then lost it to Richard. Here's Richard going to the line. Lemire racing in against Westfall. Westfall hit Richard with it in the pocket, and Westfall fight for it, and Green now against Richard in the face-off. Coming up in the crowd, Canadian supporters, a round of applause for Richard. Face-off coming outside the line.
Maple Leafs still scoring goals. It's now 8-1 over Ellis at 1:49 of the third period in Toronto.
Sanderson flicking it off to the corner. Charlton going in. Harper circling for Montreal, playing it off the board. Right on! And Eddie Johnson had to be quick on that. Westfall, a lead pass, and he almost got Sanderson into the clear, but Harper broke it up. Here's Richard back for Montreal. Getting set for the shot. Escape saved by Eddie Johnson. Westfall. Don Ory now working his way up. Charlton clearing it ahead. Harper knocks it down. Gloves ahead to Richard, and we have 13:06 left in this third period.
From the Forum in Montreal, hockey night in Canada.
So it's Peter Mahovlich, Ferguson, and Phil Roberto against Esposito, Hodge, and Cashman, and it's Harper out over the line. Harper ahead for Mahovlich. Orr chasing it. Mahovlich right after him. Ferguson